The Dome, home to the Orange in Syracuse University. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. So Notre Dame's offense will take the field first. And David, this offense is built around keeping it on the ground and feeding the beast at running back.
Yeah, and he is a grown ace man. That dude, it starts and ends with him. Jesse, how nice is it to have a running back that you can turn, hand the ball to? He's going to get positive chunks, defense.
There he goes. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he's going to try to return this one. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Syracuse's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Denson. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They came out humming on this drive, and now it's first down from the 36. Takes this handoff and headed to the right. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Wants to go up top. Here's the pressure. Moves around to clear up the vision.
And this is what the offense knows they cannot do. They can't allow sacks. In their last game, they were sacked 5 times. Obviously lost that football game. And early in this one, they're having issues again, keeping their quarterback standing up straight.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Syracuse will be forced to punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Hauls it in, looking for space. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not?
Oh, he's got some space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
So backing up with that penalty, and they can feel their own goalpost looming over their shoulder. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Denson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and gang tackled.
Going to sling it on second down. Quickly complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for third down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on fourth.
And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here come the Irish back on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They'll try the run. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. Notre Dame facing a third and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Looking for the goal line. Almost in, but they'll say he didn't make it, inches away from the touchdown. Now on 2nd and goal. Trying to barge in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. He'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Syracuse right back at it. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Orange will have to punt. Let's see what he can do with it. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They could not have drawn up a better start than this, already up 21-0. Finds a little space. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. The give to the tailback. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Trying to get rid of it. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the first quarter for them.
And the sack all the way back at the 5. Syracuse will send out the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Oh, what a move. He's out of bounds after the good pickup, and what a way to end the first period.
Holding, receiving team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. First play of the period, 1st down here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. 1st and 10 for the offense. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Turning it on. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front. They won one right there, getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. He'll keep it himself. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
And you could tell he trusted himself. He thought he could take off, get that 1st down. Just a little too much speed on that defense. They closed that gap so quick. Didn't let him get to the 1st down marker. Turnover on downs.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lost one deep down the right side. He's got it at the 15. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
And that's what makes this offense so dangerous. They've got playmakers all over the field. Here they are on their own side of the 50, 3rd and long. On any given play, they can take it the distance. They do right there. Not just moving the chains, but setting themselves up now, 1st and goal.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Going for 6. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Just drives it between the uprights. Are forced to settle for 3. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Louisville has the lead right now, but it's not like Lamar Jackson is under center out there today, which might explain why this one is so close. They're up by a field goal over Boston College. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know. Breaks into the open. Up near the 40-yard line. They'll mark it at the 39, a pickup of 15. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. Gets it out quickly. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And that's going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Syracuse right back at it. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Wants to return it. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. Here come the Irish back on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. It's on target and complete. And what a throw to get it in there, and they've got it in business in the red zone at the 13. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. He wants to throw it again. He wants it all. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And the defense just has to do a better job in coverage. Situation down close to... And you know it's going to be man coverage. You just have got to do a better job sticking on your guy. And the defender just simply got beat.
Syracuse, 3.
Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the ground with the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Gage. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. Syracuse will be forced to punt. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Waning seconds of the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Wants to throw on 1st down. They get to him as he throws.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
They'll go to the ground. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Tough to beat a good first half of football in a great town like Syracuse.
Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
It's nice having zone eyes on the quarterback. I tell you what, you got to lead, be smart, don't give up big plays, drop back in your zones, but watch, when the ball's thrown, you can see the guys break on the football immediately and go make a play.
Syracuse needs to come up with a big third down play to keep the drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Orange will have to punt. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll give it to the back. There he goes. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
They'll give it to him again. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Got enough for the first. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Off play action. He can't make the catch. He was open on the crossing route, and instead they're facing a 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
3.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Syracuse will send out the punt team. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting it.
And he dropped it, just didn't hook the thing all the way in.
You got to put that one on the receiver. That's just a flat-out drop. That's a good throw by the quarterback. That's a catch that receiver needs to make.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Intercepted, and finally, this defense makes a play. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Quarterback by himself in the backfield.
29 Philly. 29 Philly.
He's in open space downfield. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the gun, the ground game. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Syracuse, with that legacy of running backs, just ripped off a huge one there. Let's see what they've got this time. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop.
Spider.
He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Orange. Getting set for the point after. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Syracuse, 10.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. They'll run it out of the shotgun. At the 35, he's loose. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's 1st down from the 44.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop. Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the 1st.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. And after the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Irish. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
He'll bring it out. It's Marsh. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. first play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Wants to go up top on first down. The short hands, it's Gage. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
Syracuse, 10.
So the final period starts with a second down play. Got his man in the middle. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. The running back has it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Grab near the marker. It's Gage. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Syracuse might take a shot here on second and short. Trying play action. Got his man. Hard running there. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Give to the running back. Plows through the defense. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense with the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on second down. Wants to go up top. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Here comes the heat. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync. And that's
a shot toward the end zone. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a fourth down stop. Here come the Irish back on offense.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage. Back to pass on second down. Quick strike complete. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
With the catch, it's Harlan. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding. Offense.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Offense gets set for second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. This quarterback part of their running game. Turning it on! Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on third and short.
You just hold your breath every time this QB keeps the football in the running game, man. With his speed, he's a threat to hit the home run every time he totes the rock.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
And he slides after picking up the first down, but there is a penalty flag. Let's see who it's against. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. The snap sets up the throw. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended...
Picked it off, and this defense really needed something to go right. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Cuse. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Iowa State is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a close game. They're up by 11 over Colorado. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. The give and tick, 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 tick. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged out of the air. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
By the receiver.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll try to pound their way in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And the returner will be dragged down. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
Screen pass just not working there. You figure at this point of the game, trailing, you're going to have to be more aggressive and take some shots. You usually run screen passes when you think there's going to be a blitz, but because the defense has the lead, they're just sitting back and playing big zones.
Syracuse will be forced to punt. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming.
Okay, this is it. I'm not having fun anymore. Step it up.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them.